Let's get some more updates from Albay from Governor Edcel Greco Lagman, who is joining us now via Zoom. Governor Lagman, good afternoon and thank you for sharing your time with us. How many residents have been evacuated so far and how many more will have to be evacuated?
Sean, good afternoon. With respect to your first question, at present, we have 14,000 individuals that have been evacuated from roughly 4,000 families. And we're expecting if and when alert level 3 is changed to alert level 4, then we would have to contend with more evacuees because the radius would have to increase from 6 kilometers to 7 kilometers.
Right. At present, Governor Lagman, 7 kilometers na, no? Itong permanent danger zone. So, na-extend na siya by a 1 kilometer radius. If it does extend to 8, kasi sabi minsan ng FIVOX, pag alert level 4 daw, 8 kilometer na yung radius. Exactly how many people, how many more people are we talking about pag na-extend ito ng 1 kilometro o 2 kilometro?
Actually, Sean, we're still on alert level 3. So, we're still limited to 6 kilometers in terms of the danger zone that we have to mandatorily evacuate our population living there. So sa ngayon po, nandito pa tayo sa alert level 3, wala pa tayo sa alert level 4. Pag alert level 4, it would be, the radius will be increased. And when it does increase, we expect roughly 20,000 evacuees that have to be brought into our evacuation centers. We have 23 evacuation centers at present.
Alright, Governor, kamusta naman yung lagay, no, in these evacuation centers? Okay na ba? Preparado na yung food, water, other basic provisions in these evacuation centers?
Okay. Well, by and large, prepared po tayo, but there are some gaps to be filled, still to be filled up because, for example, when you run an evacuation center, the problems that you encounter today would be different with respect to the problems that you can encounter tomorrow. So sa ngayon po, we need more, I think, water, potable water. The Philippine Red Cross has helped us in this regard. But we need more help from the national government. Perhaps the OCD can be able to provide us with water filtration systems. It's good that earlier today, the Secretary of the Interior and Local Government was able to visit us, and then tomorrow, it will be USEC Edcel Greco who will visit Albay to check on the evacuation centers and to make good of their commitment to provide us with water filtration systems. Also, Sean, kailangan din namin pong tingnan yung mga latrines po namin, yung pag-pump out po ng human waste sa mga septic tanks. Kailangan din po natin bigyan po ng karampatang aksyon. That is why I will come up with an executive order na kung saan po yung mga hindi naman po apektado na mga pamilya, perhaps they can exercise their Bayanihan spirit or show their Bayanihan spirit by adopting an evacuee family. Hindi naman po ito magiging costly for them because as evacuees, their status would not change kung sila po ay i-adopt as opposed to magstay sa evacuation center. So bibigyan po rin po natin sila ng mga mandatory food na ibibigay po natin kung nasa evacuation center sila, but at least pwede ma-declog or bumaba po yung number ng mga evacuees natin sa actual evacuation centers.
That's so an interesting plan. Have you ever tried to do this program before where other people who live in safer areas adopt evacuees? Nagawa na po ba yan dyan sa Bicol or sa Albay?
Yes. It's actually being undertaken in Tabaco City, and it has shown, I think, better results in terms of the psycho-social effects that evacuation centers actually bring out in people. Because sa evacuation centers, your life completely changes. Kung isa kang farmer, syempre, ibang-iba yung setup sa evacuation center. Hindi mo yung bahay, it's a school, medyo cramped po yung spaces po doon. So, I think this should be mainstreamed. Kung nagawa po to sa isang, let's say, syudad, tulad ng Tabaco, I think it can be replicated in the other LGUs where evacuation centers are located.
Right, very interesting. Sakto, no? I was going to ask you about the stifling heat inside evacuation centers and what was your plan to address this, but I think that answers that question. So let's move on now. Last we heard, Gov, wala namang canceled flights daw sa Bicol International Airport. Is that still true up to this point?
Yes. Yes. I think yung no-fly zone scenario is medyo far-fetched pa at this point in time. And I think it's also good na nasabi niyo po yan because the flights are actually packed. The 6 flights that go to and from Manila and Albay, back and forth, puno po ito. And I think there's an influx of tourists who want to see how this will pan out dito po sa Albay. Ang principle po rito, napakasimple lang. If you're outside the danger zones, kung 6 kilometer man yan or 7 kilometers, nandun ka sa isang hotel, for example, na napakalayo po dun sa mga nasabing restricted areas, you can still say that you are 100% safe. So we actually encourage tourists to come in and look at this natural phenomenon that volcanic activity brings. So sana po, wag po tayo matakot. Yung mga turista po natin are still welcome. Historically, tumataas po yung mga number of tourists whenever may ganito po activity sa Mayon.
That's right. Actually, no, ito nga yung next question ko sa iyo, Gov. Yung LGU daw, magse-set up or nagbabalak nga mag-set up ng mga viewing sites or viewing decks for tourists who actually want to witness this majestic phenomenon. Saan-saan po itong mga sites itatayo and sabi nyo na nga na safe? So can you tell us a bit more about the plan to put up viewing sites?
Okay, well, most hotels have viewing deck, have roof decks wherein they can actually have free access to para ma-view po nila yung mga nangyayari at night. Mas maganda dahil may contrast at night. Mas kita mo yung mga parang embers po doon, etc. Yung hindi naman po ito lava flow actually, it's a lava trickle. And other interesting things that can be caught on their cameras. So in terms of the parks, sad to say, yung isang park po namin dito nasa loob ng danger zone. So hindi na pwedeng gamitin yon. It could have been the perfect vantage point to look at what's happening. But of course, safety first po ng mga turista. So sinarado na po namin yon, and other tourist attractions tourist spots rather, na pwede puntahan. But from a distance of, let's say, a few or more kilometers from the danger zones, palagi ko po, walang problema. They can actually see it perfectly, yung ito bang unraveling po ng phenomenon na to.
All right. So again, Bicol still open for business, of course, except doon sa permanent danger zone. Now, Gov, huling tanong na lang, no? If and when itaas nga to sa alert level 4, ano yung mga magbabago dyan for the residents in and around Albay and in and around Mayon Volcano? And how is the LGU preparing for this eventuality?
Well, ang worry po namin dito, of course, yung increase ng mga evacuees pag naging alert level 4 na po, because yung radius po from 6 kilometers to 7 na po yung magiging baseline parameter. So dadami po ito. At ang fear po namin dito, if it's protracted, if this takes a longer time to resolve, baka umabot hanggang sa school year. So kinakailangan po maging ready tayo tomorrow for these eventualities, itong mga scenarios na to. That's why tomorrow I'll be calling on all the regional directors para po malaman natin yung mga commitments nila regarding this problem, and perhaps mapakita rin nila sa amin kung paano nila gagamitin yung kanilang respective quick response funds. Dapat malaman po ng lahat na ang Albay po is under a state of calamity. So yung QRF po namin pwede nang ma-access. Pero itong mga line agencies sa mga different departments also have their own quick response funds that can be used to augment our meager resources. Marami pa mga tumutulong sa atin actually, Sean, pero sabi ko nga, lagi kaming sa worst case scenario nakatutok para at least yung supplies po natin would always be more than what is actually needed. Importante yun because we can never really tell what will happen in the next few couple of days or weeks.
Alright, well, Governor, asahan ninyo na tututukan namin ang sitwasyon dyan sa Albay. And of course, our prayers are always with you. Thank you so much for talking to us this afternoon. Albay Governor Edcel Greco Lagman. To you, sir, and the people of Albay, keep safe.